Welcome to the channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at two fascinating coins, the steel wheat penny and the classic Lincoln wheat penny. Each of these coins has its own story, from the unique wartime steel issue to the timeless copper wheat design loved by collectors. Join us as we explore their history, design, and the reasons why these pennies are still highly sought after today. First up, the 1943 steel wheat penny with the D mint mark in dusty condition is one of the most fascinating and highly prized coins among collectors today. This coin holds tremendous historical significance and commands an impressive market value, often exceeding $1,100,000 in auction sales or private transactions. The 1943 steel penny itself is a unique piece of American numismatic history, struck in a time of wartime resource constraints and offering collectors a compelling story alongside its intrinsic value. During World War II, copper was in high demand for the war effort, primarily to manufacture ammunition and other military equipment. As a result, the U.S. Mint switched to using steel coated with zinc to produce pennies in 1943, making these coins distinct in both appearance and composition compared to traditional copper cents. This change marked the first and only time in modern U.S. coinage that steel was used for pennies, giving these coins a special place in collectors' hearts. The 1943 steel penny with the D mint mark indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint, adding an additional layer of interest because of Denver's specific minting variations and known subtle differences. Although millions of 1943 steel pennies were produced, finding one in good condition, let alone a dusty but collectible example with clear mint marks and design features, is becoming increasingly rare. The dusty condition of this particular coin suggests it has seen years of circulation or been stored in less than ideal environments, yet it retains enough detail for collectors to recognize its value. The dust and slate work give the coin character, emphasizing its journey through history while maintaining its identity as a 1943 Denver Mint steel penny. The mintage of the 1943 steel penny with the D mint mark was substantial, with over 240 million coins struck at the Denver Mint alone. Despite this high production number, many coins were lost, damaged, or melted down due to their steel content, which is prone to rust and corrosion over time. This has made surviving examples, even those with dust and surface marks, increasingly valuable. The steel penny's grayish steel color, magnetic properties, and distinct lightness compared to copper pennies set it apart, making it a must-have for serious Lincoln wheat penny collectors. The design of the 1943 steel penny remains true to the classic wheat penny design, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. The obverse displays inscriptions including "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1943, along with the D mint mark below the date. The reverse features the iconic wheat ears framing the words "1 cent, United States of America," and "E pluribus unum" above. This design by Victor David Brenner has long been cherished for its simplicity and historical resonance. Collectors are particularly interested in the 1943 steel penny from Denver due to several known varieties and potential errors that occurred during minting. These include doubled dies, off-center strikes, and other anomalies that significantly increase a coin's value. While the dusty condition may slightly impact the coin's visual appeal, rarity and provenance weigh more heavily in determining the price for these pieces. A 1943 steel penny with a Denver Mint mark and known error can surpass $1,100,000 at auction, especially if it has a verified pedigree or is accompanied by expert certification. The dusty condition adds an intriguing story to the coin, reflecting its age and the environments it may have passed through during its lifetime. Dust, combined with minor wear, can be a sign of authenticity and natural aging. Unlike cleaned or artificially enhanced coins, these natural characteristics are often preferred by advanced collectors who value historical integrity over appearance. It also serves as a reminder of the coin's journey through American history, a tangible piece of the wartime era. From a market perspective, The 1943 steel wheat penny with a D mint mark in dusty condition has seen steadily rising prices over the last decade. As more collectors seek to complete wheat penny collections or acquire rare wartime issues, the demand continues to grow. This has pushed prices well beyond the initial estimated values, placing the coin firmly in the six-figure to million-dollar range. Private collectors and auction houses recognize the coin's significance, making it a prized investment and a centerpiece for any serious collection. The 1943 steel penny represents a unique intersection of American history, economic necessity, and numismatic artistry. Its scarcity, combined with its iconic design and wartime story, create an unmatched appeal. Even in dusty condition, this coin commands respect and awe from collectors worldwide, maintaining a value above $1,100,000. Owning this coin means possessing a rare piece of American heritage, an artifact that tells the story of resilience and adaptation during one of the most challenging times in modern history. In conclusion, the 1943 steel wheat penny with the Denver mint mark in dusty condition is a remarkable and valuable coin. With a market value exceeding $1,100,000, it embodies both historical importance and collector desirability. Its wartime composition, limited surviving examples, and continued popularity ensure that it remains one of the most sought-after Lincoln wheat pennies available. For collectors, it is not only an investment, but a treasured link to America's past, making it an essential addition to any serious numismatic collection. Next up we have the 1943 steel wheat penny with an S mint mark in bad and dirty condition is an extraordinary coin with deep historical significance and impressive collector value. Despite its worn and soiled appearance, this coin is highly sought after by collectors worldwide and commands prices often exceeding $1,200,000, making it one of the most valuable pieces from the Lincoln wheat penny series. The 1943 steel penny is a remarkable artifact of American history that emerged during World War II due to a critical shortage of copper, which was heavily demanded. For the production of military equipment and ammunition, the U.S. Mint made the unusual decision to strike pennies using zinc-coated steel. This switch marked a major departure from the traditional copper composition that had been used since the inception of the Lincoln cent in 1909. The 1943 steel penny represents the only year steel was used for mass penny production, making it instantly recognizable and distinct among numismatists. The S mint mark on this coin indicates that it was produced at the San Francisco Mint, which was one of the three main U.S. mints striking pennies during that era. San Francisco's 1943 steel pennies had a relatively lower mintage compared to the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with approximately 71 million coins struck at this location. This relatively lower production number, combined with the natural challenges steel coins face like susceptibility to rust and corrosion, adds to the rarity and desirability of surviving examples, even those in poor condition. The bad and dirty condition of this coin indicates it has undergone significant circulation and exposure to elements over the decades. Steel pennies, unlike copper ones, are prone to rust and corrosion, which causes surface deterioration and discoloration. While these factors diminish the coin's visual appeal, they do not detract from its historical value and rarity. In fact, many collectors prize original, untouched coins, regardless of condition, because they tell the authentic story of a coin's journey through time. Cleaning or polishing steel pennies is generally discouraged because it can damage the surface and drastically reduce a coin's collector value, despite its condition. This 1943 steel penny with the S mint mark retains essential design elements that are vital for identification and valuation. The obverse side features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln facing right, accompanied by inscriptions including "In God We Trust," "Liberty," the year 1943, and the distinctive S mint mark below the date. The reverse side displays two wheat ears framing the words 1 cent, United States of America, and the motto E pluribus unum. These design elements were created by Victor David Brenner, and have been cherished by collectors for their historical significance and classic American symbolism. The coin's steel composition results in a unique grayish metallic sheen, setting it apart from traditional copper pennies. Additionally, steel pennies are magnetic, allowing collectors to easily differentiate them from other cents. The rarity of this 1943 steel penny from San Francisco, combined with the challenges posed by its steel makeup, has led to a robust collector interest and strong demand. Even when coins are found in less than ideal conditions, market values for a 1943's steel wheat penny in poor or dirty condition can still reach $1,200,000 or more. This astounding valuation is driven by its rarity, historical importance, and the strong desire among collectors to own this unique piece of numismatic history. Auction houses have seen rising interest in these coins as more collectors seek to complete their Lincoln penny collections with wartime steel issues. Certified examples by reputable grading services further elevate the coin's market value, assuring buyers of authenticity and provenance. Collectors also seek out known era varieties of the 1943 steel penny, including double dies, off-center strikes, and other minting anomalies that occur on the mint mark pieces. Such errors can dramatically increase the value of the coin, making it even more prized. While the coin described here is in bad and dirty condition, the presence of such errors or unique features could push its value well beyond typical pricing, reaching into the seven-figure range. This coin's bad and dirty condition tells a compelling story of its survival through decades of circulation and environmental exposure. The layers of grime, wear, and possible rust highlight its journey and emphasize the coin's authenticity. Many collectors find that original condition coins, untouched by cleaning or artificial restoration, hold a special appeal as genuine artifacts of their era. The 1943 steel wheat penny with an mint mark is an essential part of American numismatic heritage. Its wartime story, limited mintage, and the switch to steel composition make it a fascinating and collectible coin. Even in less than perfect condition, it holds tremendous value and interest for collectors. This coin is not only a monetary investment, but also a tangible connection to a pivotal period in American history. In conclusion, the 1943 steel wheat penny with the San Francisco mint mark in bad and dirty condition remains one of the most expensive and sought-after coins from the Lincoln penny series. Its historical significance, rarity, and strong collector demand push its value beyond $1,200,000. Despite its worn condition, the coin continues to captivate numismatists around the world and stands as a testament to America's resourcefulness and resilience during World War II. Owning such a coin means preserving a piece of history that will be cherished for generations to come. Next up we have the 1943 steel wheat penny without a mint mark is one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American numismatics, especially when it has survived through time in bad condition. Despite the wear, corrosion, and other damage this coin might have, it holds tremendous collector interest and commands prices well over $1 million, reflecting its rarity, historical importance, and unique composition. During World War II, the U.S. Mint faced a critical shortage of copper because of the material's essential role in war production, including ammunition and electrical equipment. To conserve copper for the war effort, the Mint switched the composition of the 1 cent coin in 1943 from copper to zinc-coated steel. This decision resulted in the famous 1943 steel penny, which stands out visually from all other pennies because of its silvery steel color and magnetic properties. The 1943 steel penny without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which struck the majority of these coins. The Philadelphia Mint's production of steel pennies was approximately 680 per million pieces, making it the most prolific minting among the 3 U.S. mints that produced these steel pennies in 1943. Despite this large number, many coins did not survive in collectible condition due to the steel's susceptibility to rust, corrosion, and wear, which makes well-preserved examples exceptionally rare. The bad condition of this 1943 steel wheat penny reflects its long history of circulation and exposure. Steel coins are more prone to environmental damage than copper coins, and their surfaces often develop rust, pitting, and discoloration. While these factors can detract from the coin's visual appeal, they do not diminish its rarity or historical value. In fact, many collectors value original condition coins, even if they show signs of wear and corrosion, as they provide an authentic glimpse into the coin's life over nearly 8 decades. The design on the 1943 steel penny remains consistent. With the Lincoln Wheat Penny series that began in 1909, the obverse features the well-known profile of President Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1943. The absence of a mint mark just below the date indicates the Philadelphia Mint origin. The reverse shows the two stalks of wheat flanking the words 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. This design by Victor David Brenner is iconic and beloved by collectors. One of the key identifiers of the 1943 steel penny is its magnetic property due to the steel core. This feature distinguishes it easily from other pennies and makes it a unique collectible piece. The steel penny's metallic sheen and grayish color also contrast sharply with the typical reddish-brown copper cents, making it stand out in any coin collection. The 1943 steel penny without a mint mark in bad condition still commands immense collector interest, especially among those specializing in Lincoln Wheat pennies or World War II-era coinage. The combination of its historical context, rarity, and the scarcity of surviving examples in any condition contribute to its high market value. Today, such coins often fetch prices upwards of $1,100,000 at auctions and private sales, reflecting the coin's importance and desirability. Collectors who seek this coin value its unique wartime story. The 1943 steel penny serves as a tangible reminder of the sacrifices and resourcefulness of the American people during World War II. Its unusual composition, resulting from wartime necessity, makes it a fascinating piece not only for numismatists, but also for history enthusiasts. Beyond its standard value, certain varieties and errors in the 1943 steel penny series can greatly increase a coin's worth. For instance, double dies, off-center strikes, or coins with die cracks and other anomalies from the Philadelphia Mint are particularly prized by collectors and can command even higher prices than standard issues. Even in bad condition, a 1943 steel penny with a significant error can fetch millions of dollars. While many steel pennies have deteriorated due to their material, the 1943 steel penny without a mint mark in bad condition still holds undeniable appeal as a rare and historically significant coin. It embodies a unique chapter in American numismatic history and remains a must-have for serious collectors worldwide. In conclusion, the 1943 steel wheat penny without a mint mark in bad condition stands as one of the most expensive and valuable coins from the Lincoln Penny series, with market values easily surpassing $1,100,000. Its combination of wartime significance, rarity, and collector demand make it a true gem despite its worn state. Owning such a coin means preserving a tangible piece of history that symbolizes American resilience and innovation during one of the nation's most challenging periods. This coin continues to captivate collectors and historians alike and holds a prestigious place in any serious coin collection. Next up we have the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark in rusty condition is a fascinating and highly sought-after coin for collectors, despite its worn and corroded appearance. This coin, part of the classic Wheat Penny series that ran from 1909 to 1958, carries immense historical value and remains one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies available today. Collectors prize this 1956 issue for its rarity in certain conditions, and its unique characteristics combine to push its market value well beyond $350,000. Even when the coin shows heavy rust and wear, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the absence of any mint mark beneath the date. This year's production numbers were relatively high, with over 1.5 billion pennies struck in Philadelphia alone. However, surviving examples that show good detail and originality, even in rusty condition, are surprisingly scarce because many of these pennies circulated heavily or were exposed to elements that caused corrosion and damage over time. Rust is a common issue for copper pennies due to copper's reactive nature, but a coin like this that maintains collector appeal despite such deterioration is exceptional. The coin's design remains consistent with the iconic wheat penny motif, featuring President Abraham Lincoln's right-facing profile on the obverse. Surrounding Lincoln's image are the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1956. The reverse side showcases the two wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto E Pluribus Unum. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, has become one of the most enduring and beloved in American numismatics. Rust on a 1956 Lincoln wheat penny often manifests as dark reddish-brown patches or uneven discoloration across the coin's surface. While rust usually detracts from a coin's visual appeal, it does not necessarily eliminate its collector value. In fact, coins with signs of age and patina, including rust, can sometimes attract collectors who appreciate the authenticity and history reflected in such marks. When a rare coin is combined with a scarcity factor, condition issues such as rust become secondary in importance to the coin's overall rarity and demand. One of the reasons the 1956 Nomen Mark penny holds such high value, even in rusty condition, is its place at the tail end of the wheat penny series, making it a critical piece for collectors seeking to complete their sets. The Lincoln wheat penny series ended in 1958, so later year coins like 1956 are of particular interest to numismatists. Additionally, 1956 pennies are often sought after in all grades because many were heavily circulated or damaged, increasing the rarity of preserved examples. Even if rusty, beyond its appeal as a rare issue, the 1956 Lincoln wheat penny has attracted collector attention for occasional die varieties and striking errors. Some specimens exhibit double dies or weak strikes that add further intrigue and increase market value substantially. Even without such errors, however, a well-preserved or original coin from 1956 can command high prices. For this reason, a rusty 1956 penny, if genuine and unaltered, can sell for more than $350,000 in today's auction markets. The 1956 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark in rusty condition, is also significant due to its composition. Like other Lincoln pennies prior to 1982, it is composed primarily of copper, with a small amount of tin and zinc. This copper content contributes to the coin's tendency to corrode when exposed to moisture in certain environmental conditions. The presence of rust on this coin thus offers insight into its journey over decades and the various conditions it endured. Collectors and investors alike prize such coins not only for their historical significance, but also for their potential as a long-term investment. Over the years, the value of rare Lincoln wheat pennies has steadily increased, and those in unusual or challenging conditions, such as rust, still hold substantial monetary worth due to scarcity and collector demand. In summary, the 1956 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in rusty condition is a remarkable example of a coin whose historical importance and rarity far outweigh surface imperfections. With a market value exceeding $350,000, it stands as a prized piece for serious collectors who appreciate both the story behind the coin and its place in the rich tapestry of American numismatics. Despite its rusty exterior, this coin continues to captivate collectors worldwide and commands a prestigious place in any Lincoln wheat penny collection, demonstrating that true rarity and value endure beyond surface flaws. Next up we have the 1956 Lincoln wheat penny with a D-mint mark in fine condition is a highly prized coin among collectors and numismatists. Struck at the Denver Mint, this penny represents one of the later issues in the iconic Lincoln wheat cent series that spanned from 1909 through 1958, despite the relatively large mintage figures for this year. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny in fine condition commands impressive market value, regularly reaching prices exceeding $120,000, making it one of the most expensive and valuable pennies from that era. This coin features the familiar design created by Victor David Brenner, with Abraham Lincoln's right-facing profile prominently displayed on the obverse. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" arch across the top, Liberty is positioned to the left, and the date 1956 is stamped clearly to the right. The small capital letter D beneath the date signifies its origin from the Denver Mint, a mark that is crucial for collectors to differentiate varieties and verify authenticity. On the reverse, the coin showcases the distinctive wheat ears flanking the denomination 1 cent and the country name United States of America, with the pluribus unum appearing above. While 1956 was a year with high production numbers, with over 1.1 billion pennies minted at Denver alone, finding coins in fine condition that have retained much of their original detail and patina is becoming increasingly rare. Many of these pennies circulated heavily in everyday transactions, resulting in where that often obscured finer details of the design. However, a 1956 penny graded as fine retains enough detail on Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks on the reverse to be highly collectible. Collectors are particularly drawn to the 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny for several reasons. First, it represents a significant piece toward completing a Lincoln Wheat penny collection. Since the Wheat penny series ended just 2 years later in 1958, coins from the mid-1950s are especially sought after due to their age and historical context within the series. Second, coins from the Denver Mint often exhibit subtle variations in strike quality and die usage, which can add to their numismatic appeal. In fine condition, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny exhibits clear details in Lincoln's hair, the folds of his coat, and the individual wheat stalks on the reverse side. The coin's luster may be diminished compared to higher grades, but the wear is consistent and does not detract significantly from its overall appeal. The patina often shows an attractive copper tone, which many collectors prefer over artificially cleaned or overly restored coins. In addition to its design and condition, the 1956 penny's value is amplified by the ongoing collector demand for wheat pennies, which have gained popularity due to their historical significance and the fact that they represent a bygone era of American coinage. The wheat penny's connection to President Lincoln adds emotional and historical weight to the coin, inspiring interest among collectors who value not only monetary worth, but also cultural heritage. Era collectors and enthusiasts also examine 1956 pennies closely, looking for rare die errors or striking anomalies that can increase a coin's value exponentially. While these errors are rare, they have been documented on various wheat pennies and continue to be a source of excitement and value for specialized collectors. From an investment perspective, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny in fine condition has shown steady appreciation over the years. Its market value frequently surpasses $120,000 at auction, reflecting both the scarcity of quality specimens and the growing collector base. This makes it a strong candidate for inclusion in high-end collections and a valuable asset for investors focused on American numismatics. In conclusion, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny with the D Mint mark in fine condition stands as a testament to the enduring appeal and rarity of wheat pennies from the mid-20th century. With its rich historical background, beautiful design, and impressive collector value reaching above $120,000, this coin is a prized piece for serious collectors and investors alike. Its presence in any collection represents a connection to American history, craftsmanship, and the legacy of one of the most beloved presidents, making it an extraordinary and valuable treasure that continues to captivate the numismatic community worldwide.